Hello, whoops. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the MakeCode Arcade Advanced stream. Junior, I'm Richard. Richard on the MakeCode forum.
I'm Joe at JWonderl on the MakeCode forum.
And today we are working on remaking an NES game that no one remembers called Clu-Like, which was just all started by a completely unrelated video game peripheral that like scanned barcode cards, which you should look up. It was called the e-reader. Not like reading books, but like they read barcodes. You know, the name isn't great now. Okay, so we're working on a game, and let's just quickly refresh on what we've done so far. So the idea is, and you might notice I've cleaned up the tile map just a little bit.
Are you muted?
Hi, sorry. Cool. Yeah, no, I noticed on the stream audio that it wasn't going when I was talking. Okay, so in this game, we can press the direction buttons to put out our arms in various directions, and if we grab onto a peg, we start spinning around. So do this. Woo. And when we let go, we start moving again. Okay. Now, the idea with this game, and we probably need to put the movement speed down because I got to be honest, it's pretty tough right now. I don't know. Once we put in wall bouncing, maybe it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so the idea with this game is we're going to define images, all right? These images are going to be things that we reveal as we go in between these pegs. So when you go in between a peg, if it is part of the image, it's going to turn into a line. And you're just going to keep doing that until you've revealed the entire image, and then you've beaten the level. So we're going to be defining these images, and I already started defining a few. I'm only going to show you the first one so that the rest are kind of a surprise. But the first one is Junior. So let's quickly go over this image. You can see everywhere that I have a green pixel, that's going to be part of the image. The red and the orange, that's where I can't put pixels because they're too close to the wall of the tile map. So what I want to do is we need to detect when we are on the edge of one of these pixels. All right. So we want to put lines on the edges, not in the in-betweens. So we're going to be basically looping over this image, and we're going to be trying to figure out where we should be putting these lines that we should be like unlocking. And so I think the way to do that is we're going to just like go first. I think we're just going to go like in the X direction. All right. We're just going to go to every pixel. And if the pixel is green, we're going to say, OK, that means that I need to have a line here and a line here and not here, not here. So we're just going to like loop over all four directions and say where the lines are. And we'll just map it in some sort of, well, we'll keep track of some sort of array where we keep track of the ones that we've already marked.
And so we just check if there's a matching color to the right, we don't draw a line here sort of thing.
Yeah. And
that's actually. Could we draw internal lines then by making it so it's like you have red and green to switch? It doesn't matter. We could do something.
Yeah, we could do something like that. And so we're going to then create sprites where all of those lines should go. And when you pass over them, we're going to mark the sprites as invisible. They will go from invisible to not invisible. Simple enough. We'll see if this creates too many sprites. I think it'll be okay. I don't think it'll be too bad because we have a small tile map. It's all one screen and they're not moving around. I think we'll be okay creating a ton of sprites.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to be an issue in the browser at least.
Yeah, so yeah, we'll be fine. All right, so let's go ahead and start doing this. So I have this list that's going to be our different levels, and we're just going to start with our first level. So let's go ahead and put this in here. And let's, I guess before we start doing this image thing, let's make it so we can bounce because right now this game is kind of brutal. So what we need to do is we need to make it so that when we hit a wall, we change our moving direction and we start moving again. So that's easy enough. We have this current moving direction variable. We have these directions. And if you notice, if I add 2 to whatever my current direction is, I go in the opposite direction. So 0, the opposite is 2. 1, the opposite is 3. And if I were to add 2 to 3, that would be 4, 5, which if I wrap around goes to 0, 1, which is the opposite. So if I use 2 and I use the remainder block, I can always just get the opposite direction of whatever it should be.
Magic.
It is magic. All right. So we're going to use an onHitWall event right here. And when we hit wall, we're going to get this current and moving direction. We're going to set it to be, let's go into math, get our remainder block, get a plus, and we're going to do our current moving direction plus 2, and we want the remainder of that divided by 4 because we have 4 directions.
Mm-hmm.
And then once we do that, we need to update our moving direction. And this just makes it so our velocity gets set. So let's see, this should do it. Boom. Boom. Yeah, okay. So that's a lot easier now, I think.
What about the top right peg?
About the top right peg.
Well, I guess if we go.
Oh, so we have yet to do the logic right now. See if I put my arm out in this direction.
Okay, I see it.
I get stuck basically.
Mm-hmm. So you're just grabbing the ball. Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, all right. So or that happens. So yeah, we still need to fix that.
Okay, that makes sense.
So yeah, let's fix that right now, I guess. I think the easiest way to fix that is just to special case everything. No, anyways, I know what to do.
Make it have so you have to be on one of the center tiles for it to happen?
Yeah, basically.
I guess that won't handle exactly the case that I was talking about, which is the corners, but we can special case those.
Why wouldn't it handle the corners if I have to? Oh, I see.
Because you'll grab onto it and then no, it won't. You'll just clip through it like that, yeah.
Yeah, that's no good. So we can't do these pegs either. Okay, back to my idea, which was special casing everything. All right. So we're gonna go to our maybe latch, which I think is a function we made. Possibly latch. Kind of breaking from my normal naming convention there. All right. And so what we're going to do is we're going to, at the end of this, we're going to say, are we spinning? Then what we're going to do is we're going to say, is our spinning X or spinning Y, spinning center X or spinning center Y, one of our invalid locations? So to do that, all we need to do is check the bounds. So we're going to say, if spinning center X is less than or equal to 8, or spinning center X is greater than or equal to, this would be 160 is the width of our screen minus 8, so that would be 152. All right, now we're going to do the same treatment for Y. So we're going to say for the spinning center Y, it's less than or equal to 8, or if it's greater than or equal to 112, which is 120 minus 8. Then we're going to set are we spinning to be false, because we didn't actually latch. Okay, so let's just test this first. So now, I should probably do it on something when I'm moving parallel. Here we go. Oh, nope. Mess that up. Probably like an off by 1 error, I'm guessing. Oh man, it's really hard. Oh man. Was this game so hard when I was a kid?
Maybe for testing purposes, we could have a thing that slows everything down by when you're holding A or something.
We'll just make the movement speed slower altogether. I was planning on doing this anyway. It's too hard.
Okay.
We'll have it. We'll do 25. That's so much better. Okay. Yeah, all right. So this doesn't work. So we need to whoops. We need to go over to what we were just doing. So let's see. What was that? Right here. Okay, so we want to set are we spinning to be false, like we are, but we need to fix this spinning center X and spinning center Y logic. So I'm just gonna make this like, let's see. I'm gonna get a little bit of wiggle room. So I'm just gonna make this 10, which should be fine. Make this 150, and then make this 10. And make this 110. Let's see what that does. Now, I don't know why this isn't working.
Let's see. So we're saying for override spinning, if spinning center X is less than 10. Oh, and you're still grabbing onto the thing on the.
Yeah, still grabbing onto it. See?
Yeah, this is you holding right. And if you hold left, it spins you around the other one properly. I mean, I guess that's not part of this code at all, so that wouldn't make sense.
Yeah.
Weird. Greater than or equal to 10. So, or less than or equal to 10. So this is going to be. So the leftmost side, the center X would be 8 there.
Yeah, right?
We're not setting any velocities or anything, are we? No, we aren't.
No, we're not.
We're just setting a bunch of variables that will get overridden next time they're not actually applying them.
Yeah, so we set this are we spinning to be true, and then inside of the are we spinning code,
Yeah,
is
that's
right
just
here.
the top
Here's
level.
where we set the velocity to 0. As long as are we spinning isn't true, we should be able to do this. Here's what
Maybe
we're
we
gonna
could set a breakpoint and see if we get into like if it's just not hitting that for some reason.
Oh yeah, that's better than what I was gonna do. I was gonna console log it.
Can we set a breakpoint on the inner one only, and then try and hit the situation?
Here.
This is surprising that it's hitting this, right? Like very surprising.
Let's see. Okay, so we're setting spinner center Y, spinning center X to be 0 because we never started spinning. Oh, we should probably put. I don't think this is the issue, but we should put.
Yeah, like if are we spinning and.
Yeah. Was that the issue somehow? No. Okay, here we go. All right, so let me hit it in a parallel direction. All right, I gotta think. There we go. Okay, hit it. Okay, so here we are setting, are we spinning to false?
Mhm.
Right, and I hit continue. Are we spinning false? Are we spinning false? Are we spinning false? Are we spinning false? Okay, let me get rid of this breakpoint. And yet, I know what this is. I'll explain in just a second. I just want to verify that I got it right. Yeah, there we go. All right, so what was happening was we have this on sprite kind player hits wall at location, we change our moving direction. This is of kind player. Our arm sprite was of kind player. So if our arm was hitting the wall because we were holding it out in that direction, it was causing us to constantly switch direction.
I see. That makes sense.
Yep.
That's a good bug. I like that bug.
Yeah, that was a good bug. Okay, so I'm gonna restructure this a little bit because we still have to deal with our other corners. So we're gonna put this in here. We're going to put this in here and set are we spinning to be false. And that's because I don't want to make this if statement any longer. So we're just gonna put a few more if statements after this. So now we need to handle the corners up here. So if we are grabbing this position, this position, this position, or this position. To do that, we're going to do if, and we're going to do for this top one, we want to do if the x is less than 16 and the y is less than or equal to 16. And we're just going to kind of do this for all of these corners. So
Are we streaming right now?
Are we not?
I didn't open the moderator chat yet because I was turning on the bot and stuff. It doesn't look like it.
It doesn't look like we're streaming.
No, it says offline.
It says we're streaming in OBS. I'll stop and start again.